What's up everybody and welcome back to another week of Fallout 4 Mods Weekly. This is a series where I show you guys some of the coolest mods to come out in the past week for Fallout 4. This was without a doubt a super exciting week for mods. We basically got one of the best weapon mods to come out in a while, at least in my opinion, a awesome pistol pack, and even a massive quest mod. Definitely super hyped for this episode, so with that, let's get right into it. First and foremost, I do want to show you guys the Scarh H. So I did make a full video on this yesterday, and it's without a doubt one of the best assault rifle and really just weapon mods in general to come out for Fallout 4 in a very long time. The gun itself has totally custom animations. This is by the same mod author that did actually create one of the animation mods for Fallout 4, so it is reusing some of those as well as adding in some of its own. On top of that, the gun looks absolutely amazing. The textures are extremely high quality and the model itself is very sharp. The Scarh H is something that's been done quite a bit, so you've definitely seen them before, but this one in particular definitely fits into the game very well and looks extremely sharp. It also uses totally custom sounds, so this gun sounds absolutely awesome. I know it just sounds like I'm talking about so much positives with this. Well, I think it's actually one of the best weapon mods again for Fallout 4 right now. It really sucks that it's only available for PC users, but it is definitely worth downloading if you're on PC. It's very well balanced and very practical in the way it works. There's a few things I'd love to see changed about it, but for the time being, it is an absolutely amazing weapon mod. I'm really excited to see what this guy does in the future. So at number 2, we do have Subway Runner. I actually woke up and played around with this mod for about a half hour today, and by God, is it actually extremely cool. Basically, what this mod does is if you go around the Commonwealth, you'll see all these little subway stations. If you go inside of those, typically in the vanilla game, there'll be a small little section there, maybe a few raiders or something like that. What this mod does is connect all of those stations. It basically creates a fully working subway line along the Commonwealth. And by fully working, I mean like the subways don't work, but rather you could run from the northeast of the map to the southern part of the map and to even the western part of the map just through these tunnels. You never technically have to leave them, and it's absolutely awesome. You'll run into quite a few different enemies there. There are some custom enemies in there that I did find, and all around it's a very cool mod. My singular complaint is basically you are kind of trapped down there a little bit once you go down. I wish there was some more exits because I felt like I was running for a long time and I got a little bit dried up at one point. I was like, all right, I want to go back out into the Commonwealth, but there's no real easy way to do that. On top of that, when you actually go into a certain station, even if you're running down there for 10 minutes until you hit another station, it'll just show you at that singular location on the map. So like, let's say you go into one of the stations by Diamond City, even if you run all the way back to Red Rocket, you're still going to only show yourself in Diamond City until you go through another loading screen and end up back at Red Rocket. There's not actually stations there, I'm just using them as examples, but all around a very cool mod and a very unique mod. Definitely worth checking out. So next up we have Fusion City Rising. This is basically the first fully fledged DLC sized mod we did get for Fallout 4. It adds in everything you're going to want from this: new locations, a new story, new companions. All these are fully voiced and look and sound absolutely amazing. There's also a main quest and a bunch of different side quests, so you could really experience this as basically better than some of the paid DLC we had already. I'm only playing the trailer in the background for this. I definitely recommend checking it out because I don't know how much information you want from this mod. Some people like to know nothing and just jump into the mod. Other people like to know all the nitty gritty. But if you're not sold on it yet, basically this mod does something I really like in adding in a ton of occupied areas. Basically what I mean by that is I feel like Diamond City, yes, it's a city, but it doesn't feel like it. You walk through there and you see a bunch of dead residents and I don't know, just nothing interesting going on. This adds in a city-esque area that's basically on par with Diamond City, just better and more populated, and has a little bit more livelihood going on with it. Definitely worth checking out. It is a later game quest as you have to have done stuff with the railroad first, but nonetheless a very cool one. Modern Sidearms. So this is a really big mod, basically an addition to the Modern Firearms 2.4 beta. If you've never heard of Modern Firearms, well, first and foremost, what rock have you been living under? Basically what Modern Sidearms is a fully fledged mod like Modern Firearms, except this time adding in a ton of new sidearms into Fallout 4. These range from Glocks to P226s. It's a good mod if you want to have a lot of variability in the game. So basically you're going to see all these pistols and basically you'll see them on enemies, so there'll be a lot of change in the Commonwealth right after downloading this mod. They also do have a lot of different attachments, so you could have different sights, different lasers, flashlights, you could change some ammo types, etc, etc. This still is in beta stage, so they're adding new features literally day by day, so make sure to check back on the mod page. And all around, it's a very cool mod. Definitely worth checking out if you're into Modern Firearms, or if you really just don't feel like you had a good compilation of pistol mods, because there isn't really a good one out there just yet. So last but not least, we do have the Charred Vaultsuit. This is in the Cross series of mods, so if you heard of the Cross framework, the Cross Plasrail, etc, etc. All of this mod does take a bit of a slooty turn. There is one major feature about it that I absolutely love, and I'd love to see some more mods incorporate ideas like this. Basically, the armor itself, if you want to call it armor, is fully customizable in the workbench with colors and etc, etc, but you could also remove the arm. So then your character will look like she only has one arm, which I think that is an awesome effect. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work in a practical sense. If you take out a weapon, you'll just be holding it with your invisible arm there. But I really like the possibilities that this offers. I'd love to see more mods take advantage of this in the future, maybe adding in some like bionic arms or a sword arm or something like that. I just think that would be very cool, and it's a unique idea that I haven't seen done in Fallout 4 just yet, but I do hope to see more of it. That's going to pretty much wrap it up for this week of 5 cool mods. Hopefully you guys are having a good week. I'm still immersed in my study session. Basically, I have 4 classes doing tests on like the same 3-day cycle, so it's been pretty much non-stop studying for the past week or two, and my only free time I spend making YouTube videos. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. It is a little bit rushed, but nonetheless, again, thank you for watching. Hope to see you all next time. Later.